Hello, wonderful Finance Oracle fans. I am here again today with information that will excite you and information that will help you to achieve your migration dream. If you're interested in migrating and in leaving your country where you are to a place where you'll be comfortable either alone or with your family, then this video is for you. If you do not have enough money, you don't have enough money to spend, you don't want to go through difficult processes, and you want to do a quick migration, then it is important for you to listen patiently and watch this video. Then you will be able to achieve this. Maybe you'll be one of the lucky guys who will go through this process. Well, this video is about migration to Canada, and today I'm going to be talking about a province called Nova Scotia. Yeah, Nova Scotia is looking for people who will come to work in Nova Scotia, and they are in desperate need of people who will come to work and help build up their economy. And that is why they have created pathway to permanent residency that you will not sweat. That sounds good. Well, it is not just good by, it's not just saying it, but this is reality. And that is why I would like you to watch this video to the end so that you'll be able to see what is involved. This is a direct permanent residence pathway that does not really require you to have an express entry account. You just need to apply directly to Nova Scotia, and this application will be done seamlessly. Well, the beautiful thing about this is you do not need proof of funds. There is no age limit. When I said no age limit, I don't mean for a 70-year-old man, but I mean for up to 50 and thereabout. You can still hit up the application button and get this applied successfully. There is no need for education credential assessment, ECA, which we do with either WESH or other ECA platforms, which also will cost a lot of money, right? So this does not require an ECA. At the time of application also, you do not need an English test, but probably at the time of visa application, you may need an English test. So you don't need to do an English test to apply and to get the process rolling. So you can say that English test is not also a barrier for you. You do not need proof of funds. You don't need to keep funds, because you are gonna be getting a PR directly, so with a job, so you will not be needing proof of funds. Like I said, you don't need an ECA because there is no need for a degree certificate. With a secondary school certificate, you're good to go. So you can see there are a lot of things about this pathway which I would like to introduce to you that makes it one that is trouble-free, stress-free, and application process is easy, and everything will just go seamlessly. So guys, this pathway is the Critical Construction Worker Pilot Program, which is being introduced by the Nova Scotia province. They are so desperate to get people who work for them, mostly in the construction industry, and they've decided to open up this pathway for people who are eligible to work in this industry. There is just one thing to do, one eligibility criteria, one criteria. This is for me the first time I see a process that just has one criteria. And I would like to read it out from, the way it's written from the website. That's why I've kept this website open. It says eligibility. To apply, you must have a full-time permanent job offer from a Nova Scotia employer in the construction sector, NAICS 23, in one of these NOCs. That is the only thing you need, just to have a full-time employment offer in one of the NOCs, and that is all. Then you are off to Canada. And what is a permanent, a full-time employment in Canada? It is any job that requires you to work at least 30 hours in a week. That is full-time employment in Canada. So if you find one, you're good to go. Well, you know, sometimes I see people be so scared of finding a job in a country where they are not. And this is why, you know, I would like to encourage you, because myself, I found job at least 4 times in different countries where I did not live, and I've migrated using this pathway severally. So, you know, I can tell you this is achievable. It is all depends on what you do. There are a lot of factors that could make this to be successful, or that could see you through to this. Some of these factors I will be talking about then as we go through this video. But then, number one thing I would like you to know is that finding a job is not so difficult. It is also not so easy. You will need to have a good CV. If you have a good CV, an appealing CV that tells an employer that you are the right candidate for the job which he has advertised, then you're good to go. There are secrets today, like let me say a cheat list. How can you do this? If you want to apply for a job which you think you are qualified for, go through the job, go through the advertisement, and see what the employer has requested for. Yes, fine and good, you meet these criteria, you think you can handle it, but your CV may not speak so loud on this. So this is important. So at this point, you need to go back and make a good touch on your CV to suit exactly what this employer wants. So by the time you send your application, he will say, come on, this is the quintessential guy. This is the exact role, the exact guy I need for this role. Then you stand a great chance to be invited for an interview. Now in the interview, because you know you can do it, and again, you've done more research because you're desperate, right? You need a job, you want to move, then you hit up, you go for the interview, you go for the interview, you may most likely to get hired. The reason is because you know you match it, you have the confidence, you are doing it, you can say it, you can defend it. But if you apply for a job you don't have experience in, no use. Who wants to invite you? So don't just apply for every job, apply for jobs that you know is or a good match for you. That is number one secret. So I've said 2 things. One, application. Secondly is making sure your CV suits. Now the third thing is that before you go in for the interview, you need to ensure you research as much as possible about the company, about their job, the operations, you know, and try to blend it with what you know and what they're expecting from you. Then you gain more insight to be able to hit the interview so hard. There are a couple of other things I would like you to do, but one of the most important ones I would like to say before I continue is, when you find a job that matches you, you can go browse their website and you can find their phone number even after you've applied. Give them a call and talk to them and tell them why you think you are so suitable for the job. You know, this one-on-one conversation makes it very easy for, you can even get an interview at once. That call may be your interview, or they may schedule for an interview for you later. So do this. You're gonna spend some money in airtime, but it's not, it's worth it. It's not going to be a waste. So this is another cheat list for you. So I'd like you to adapt all these ones. Well, if you are right here with me and you're listening until now, I would like you to hit down in my comment section cheat list and give me a thumb up. Well, having said this, I would like to go through some of the NOCs which are hiring in Nova Scotia, and be aware I'm also going to be dropping the link to the jobs, the link to the application portal, and any other information that you need to get this ball rolling. Well, the NOCs, I'm not going to be saying the numbers, but I will talk about the roles: construction managers, home building and renovation managers, contractors and supervision, electrical trade and telecommunication occupation, contractors and supervisors, other construction trade, installers, repairers and servicers, contractors and supervisors, mechanic trade, welders and related machine operators, electricians except industrial and power system. They want electrician for home, okay? Industrial electricians, that is a different NOC, you have to also apply separately. Carpenters, bricklayers, heavy duty equipment mechanics, heating, refrigeration and air conditioning mechanics, crane operators, concrete finishers, plasters, drywalls, installers and finishers and latchers, roofers and shinglers, residential and commercial installers and servicers, heavy equipment operators, material handling or handlers, construction trade helper and laborer, other trade helper and laborer. So you must have at least 1 year related experience in this field, okay? And you must have at least a high school certificate or a proof that you have completed a construction specific industry training program. So if you don't have a secondary school degree, a secondary school certificate, then you may apply if you have a certificate that shows that you've passed through a trade training. Now you must be within 21 and 55 years of age. So you can see so many, I mean, it's accommodating a lot of people, okay? And yeah, proof of language is actually required. That is after you find a job when you want to apply for the visa. So you will need at least a proof of language, just 5 CLB of 5. That means that if you have IELTS of, you know, CLB of 5, then you're good to go. So this is quite easy to achieve. So you also need to, you know, if you do this, then that is fine. I think you also need, like I said before, I talked about finance. Yeah, you may be able to show that you have proof of financial resources to settle in Nova Scotia at least in the first few months. So that is something I skipped earlier on. I just want to correct that impression. So if you do this, then I will drop the application portal. You can hit the application and do apply. So guys, this is all about it, how to move to Nova Scotia in a very simple way. So guys, before I end this video, I would like to invite you guys to subscribe to my channel. Especially, I mean, for those of you who have not subscribed, if you subscribe, that's good. I mean, I love you all. Thank you so much. Do not forget to give me a big thumb up and let's interact in the comment section. I would like to know what skill you have and what support you may need, what advice you need from me. I've done a wide research, so I have a lot to tell you and I have a lot to share with you that will help you to go through your application process. So I don't want you to be discouraged. You know, sometimes some person have done 1 or 2 applications, they get discouraged. Don't get discouraged. Application process sometimes takes a while, okay? And if you apply for this and your permanent residence is taking some time, you can make an appeal and this will fast track your application process. So guys, this is all I have for you. Remember to give me a fat thumb up. Guys, share this video to your contact and stay tuned as we meet again. One love.